So welcome to another recipe brought to you by Trader Joe's. Not really. Made from Trader Joe's ingredients. I was actually there the other day and I saw this Mahi Mahi in the frozen section and tried this because I thought, this could work. And it did. So I thought, well, what the heck? This would be really nice to show everybody. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna do some Mahi Mahi with a pineapple salsa rice. I've got 2 fillets here. It comes in 1 package. About a ½ pound, just perfect for 2 people. I think they do that on purpose. Green onion, cilantro, lime, salt and pepper, diamond kosher. Have some jasmine rice. You can use basmati, you can use brown basmati, you can use any kind of long grain rice if you want. I wouldn't use a short grain rice for this because it gets really kind of sticky and gooey. The jar of pineapple salsa, aforementioned. Oil, my go-to garlic, unsalted butter, because life is better with butter, and sweet chili, or I should say Thai sweet chili sauce. You can get this pretty much anywhere, but this is Trader Joe's brand. It all sort of tastes about the same, but this kind of gives it a kicker at the end. So this recipe is pretty straightforward and simple and easy and fast. So speaking of fast, I'm already at the stove. Let's go. So we're gonna start with the rice because that takes the longest. The fish doesn't take long at all. I have a sauce pot over moderately high heat because we don't want to burn the butter. And what I've done is I've taken those green onions, or scallions, and I've cut up the white and light green portion. And then I've actually taken some of the green tops and chopped those up. So I've got them separately. I'm gonna treat the onion in 2 separate ways. This we're gonna saute in the beginning, and then at the end, we're gonna add the green. So I've got about 2 tablespoons of butter in here. So we're gonna add the onions first. And we don't wanna brown them, we just wanna soften them. So once it starts to come to temperature and you see it sizzling away, add a little bit of garlic, 2 teaspoons probably. Yeah, I know, I'm not using a lot of garlic this time, right? Give that a little quickie stir. And then we're gonna add the rice. So in a way, this is a Pilaf method, right? Rice pilaf. Pilaf is the name of a dish, and it's also the method by which it's made, just like a risotto. The risotto is a method, and it's also the dish. Like a risotto, we're going to be sauteing, or toasting, they would say, the rice a bit in the hot fat before we add a liquid. We don't want to cook this until the rice is brown, but we do want to toast it until all that fat is absorbed. Okay, once that is at that stage, we're gonna take 1 jar, dump that in there, just to bring it up to temperature. I have 1 cup of rice, so I'm gonna put in 1.5 times the amount of liquid. You can use chicken stock, you can use fish stock. I don't think you really need it this time. There's so much flavor going on in there. This we're gonna bring to a boil. Then we're gonna reduce the heat a bit, cover it slightly ajar, and simmer it for about 15 minutes. And at the end of that, we'll finish the rice and we'll do the fish. Okay, let's check the rice. It was simmering for about 12, 13 minutes, somewhere in there. And when there was just a little bit of liquid left, I turned off the heat, put the lid on it, and let it sit for another 5. And that ends up allowing all the moisture to absorb and leaves your rice nice and fluffy. See that? Okay, at this point, we're gonna go ahead and finish it. Gonna take 1 lime. I have a handy dandy microplane. And I'm gonna put the zest of 1 lime in there. I'm putting it in at the end. Didn't put it in at the beginning because I want to keep that brightness, that freshness. And then I'm gonna put the juice in as well. This is not a good one. Some of, you know what I mean? Sometimes they're really juicy, sometimes they're really not. Stir that up. And I'm also going to add the cilantro. I got about a 1/4 cup. Okay. Correct. I am not adding the green onion tops yet. Reason being, I want them to stay nice and green. But I do have a nonstick pan that's been heating over a moderately high flame, neutral oil, and the fish. I'm gonna add some salt, some pepper, 1, 2. Anytime I make mahi mahi, I always think about an aunt I had because she never made fish at home except once a year. That's a whole other story. But when she went out to have dinner, which wasn't that often, because in those days you didn't go out that much, she would always order fish because she loved fish, but she never got it at home. And if she saw mahi mahi on the menu, that's it. That's what she's doing. So every time I see mahi mahi, I think of her. Now this is a fish you actually want to cook pretty much all the way through, at least I feel. Not like salmon that you can do sort of medium rare-ish. This one I kind of like to cook all the way through. And what we're just going to do is just let it cook on one side and cook on the other, maybe flip it back one more time, and that's it. When you're sauteing fish, frying fish, you can tell when it's time to turn is when the sides here start to turn opaque. You see sort of that. And I like a nice little crust on mine. There. And now I will finish the rice. Green onion. Correct the seasoning with some salt. There's one with a lot of salt in the salsa. And some pepper. You can add red pepper flakes. You can add hot chilies. You can put Fresno chili in here. You can put whatever you want. You can put no chili. Now the rice is finished. I don't know, it just looks kind of pretty. And it's got some great flavor. And the rice is perfectly done because you got that ratio of 1 to 1.5. Okay. Call the kids, chow's on. So I'm just gonna plate one. I'm just gonna put some rice in the middle of the plate. And you know, you could serve this with some sort of veggie. I didn't do a veggie with it, but you can go ahead and serve it with whatever kind of vegetable you would like. Go ahead and put a piece of fish on the center, right on top. And then I will take some lime. Where should I put it? Put it there. How's that? And then some cilantro, because we got cilantro in the rice, right? So now, right out of the bottle, don't need to do anything with it. Put some of that chili sauce. Put some right there. Put that there. And there you have it. Mahi mahi, or sauteed mahi mahi, fried mahi mahi, seared mahi mahi, on a pineapple salsa rice with Thai sweet chili sauce. Let's see how this goes. It's not underdone. Damn, that's good. And I gotta say, damn, that's a winner. Please subscribe, like, I know you're gonna love this, actually, and share. And make it and write into me. I'd love to see some comments down below, and I'd love to respond. And make this for you and your other. If there's more than 2 of you, just double the recipe on the fish or the rice or both, and just go with it. Thanks again, Trader Joe's, and damn good products. Mmm.